que mi nombre es Marta Arévalo, yo soy la directora de Carecen en Los Ángeles, el Centro de Recursos Centroamericanos. Y estamos aquí porque desgraciadamente tenemos que seguir nuestra lucha. We're here today because we have to continue our fight. Tepecianos and Tepecianas from Venezuela are suffering. There's been illegal terminations of Venezuelan TPS, Haitian protections, and we are here to fight. We're going to fight in the streets, in the courts, and in Congress. Woo! This was a racist, illegal decision, and that's why we're presenting our lawsuit today against the Trump administration. First, I would like to introduce Pablo Alvarado, Executive Director of the National Day Laborers Network. Primero quiero presentar a Pablo Alvarado, Director Ejecutivo del Endilon. Gracias.
Gracias, Marta. Thank you very much. Que viva la comunidad tepeciana. Que vivan los abogados del pueblo también. Que viva la Alianza Nacional TPS. I just want to give a brief history of TPS. 35 years ago, the United States government was funding wars in Central America, particularly in El Salvador and in Guatemala and in Nicaragua. People fled to the United States. At that time, the United States refused to assume responsibility for what was happening in Central America and didn't want to accept the Salvadorians, Guatemalans, and Nicaraguans who were fleeing from Central America that they were funding. They didn't want to recognize them as refugees. So people from all over the United States, from San Francisco, from Los Angeles, from Houston, organized. They didn't have no near the infrastructure that we have right now, but they used their vehicles, their old vehicles, and went to Washington, D.C. to do lobby. These were very humble people, refugees of war from Central America and El Salvador in particularly. And it was then when TPS was first conceived. That was 35 years ago. Little did they know that 35 years later, people from all over the world will be benefiting from TPS. Today, the Ukrainians have TPS because the Salvadorians fought for it 35 years ago. We want to make sure that 10 years from now, other people who are going through extraordinary circumstances in their home countries, other people who are suffering from political violence, persecution, or fleeing from disasters, that they also have the opportunity 10 years from now. So now is the generation of Venezuelans and Haitians and Ukrainians and Afghans who have to fight for TPS for the future generations. ¿Estamos en la misma página? So déjeme decirlo en español, repito. ¿Me da permiso, Marta? Hace 35 años, los Estados Unidos, el gobierno de los Estados Unidos estaba financiando una guerra en Centroamérica, particularmente en Nicaragua, en Guatemala y en El Salvador. En esa época huyeron millones de personas para los Estados Unidos. Sin embargo, los Estados Unidos no querían reconocer a esas personas migrantes que venían como refugiados, porque si lo hacían, significaba que iban a asumir su complicidad en la guerra que ellos mismos estaban financiando. En esa época no teníamos la infraestructura que hoy tenemos hoy, pero los tepecianos y las tepecianas de aquella época que no tenían TPS, comenzaron y usaron sus carritos viejos y fueron desde San Francisco, desde Houston, Los Ángeles, todas partes del país, en caravanas a Washington, D.C., a hacer lo que nunca habían hecho, cabildeo. Era una palabra nueva para esa comunidad. Y eso sucedió hace 35 años, compañeros y compañeras. Hace 35 años. Ellos no sabían de que 35 años después, la comunidad ucraniana, la comunidad de Afganistán, la comunidad de Siria, la comunidad de Haití, la comunidad de Venezuela se iban a beneficiar de ese TPS. De modo que queremos garantizar que dentro de 10 años otras comunidades que sufren circunstancias extraordinarias en sus países, que sufren violencia política, persecución, desastres naturales, también tengan la oportunidad dentro de 10, 15, 20, 25 años. Por eso hoy debemos de ser un solo puño para asegurarnos que esas futuras generaciones también gozan de ese privilegio de tener TPS, de que este país ofrezca una avenida a esas personas. ¿Estamos en la misma página? Eso significa que debemos de imponernos a cualquier división que nos quieran imponer desde arriba para abajo. Ustedes saben de que a los salvadoreños en determinado momento les dijeron animales, también a los mexicanos les llamaron violadores, etcétera, etcétera, etcétera. Y ahora estamos viendo una estigmatización de la comunidad venezolana y haitiana como no habíamos visto. Entonces, y muchas veces nosotros nos comenzamos a pelear entre nosotros. Oh, somos más trabajadores que ellos. O llegamos antes que ellos. Eso no vale. La persona que tiene 35 años acá y el que viene caminando ahorita en la frontera valemos igual. No hay ninguna diferencia. So I just want to say, I want to finish with this, Marta. I just want to say that there are many divisions that are imposed from the top down. People are called names, and we oftentimes fight with each other and call each other names. But those divisions are imposed from the top down. And what we have to know, what we have to do from now on is to build love and solidarity from the bottom up. That is the solution to what we are facing. ¿De acuerdo? Entonces, que viva la comunidad tepeciana, que viva la comunidad venezolana, que viva el pueblo haitiano que ha contribuido a la liberación de América Latina. El pueblo de Haití ha contribuido a la liberación de América Latina.
Bueno, muchísimas gracias. Like you know, February 19th, we filed a federal lawsuit on behalf of 8 Venezuelan and the National TPS Alliance challenging the federal government's rescission of temporary protected status. And we have to admit that we have the best legal team. ¡Que vivan los abogados del pueblo! And on behalf of the legal team, I'm going to invite Agilan Arunalantan. He is a law professor at UCLA and leading the legal team against this lawsuit.
Buenos días a todos. Ahilan Arulanandam from the UCLA Center for Immigration Law and Policy. I'm going to speak in English, if that's okay. I hope folks can translate as needed. Today is a historic day. Listo? Today is a historic day. The Trump administration has, for the last decade, waged a war against immigrant communities all across this country. It started 10 years ago with the war against the TPS communities from that era: El Salvador, Honduras, Nicaragua, Sudan, Haiti, and Nepal. And we came here to this courtroom and fought back. And everyone who had TPS in 2017 is still eligible for it today. Today, the community most in the crosshairs in this moment is the Venezuelan community. The Trump administration has spewed racist invective and attacked this community in a lawless way, starting even before they came into power. And of course now, they've done the same to the Haitian community, and we know the others will soon be next. The administration has criticized and attacked and lied about these communities, and then it has threatened them. Threatened the TPS holder community, then it's threatened the judges. and even threatened the lawyers. But today, we're here to tell you we will fight back. We will fight back. Starting today, we will wage our counter battle, our counter resistance against the Trump administration. We will insist that they follow the law, that they bend to the will of the courts. And when they have engaged in blatantly illegal conduct, as they have, we will come and insist that the federal courts do follow the law and do justice. Now, in the courtroom today, you will hear a blizzard of technical arguments about what the different statutes mean, what the jurisdictional rules are, lots of complicated things. But make no mistake, this case is about the people. It is about the communities who have so much to offer this country and have so much good to provide if only the truth will come out. And that's what this case is about. It's showing the strength of the Venezuelan TPS community, all that they have contributed to this country, and now soon the same for the Haitian TPS community and all of the others that have contributed so much to this country for so many years. So I look forward to seeing you inside, and we'll see what happens. Thanks very much.
Thank you so much. The Venezuelan TPS holders of the National TPS Alliance are represented by the National Day Labor Organizing Network, NDLON, ACLU Foundations of Northern and Southern California, the Center of Immigration Law and Policy at UCLA School of Law, and the Haitian Bridge Alliance. And now I would like to introduce somebody who is directly affected, who is part of this case, to give her testimony, Cecilia Gonzalez, TPS holder from Venezuela.
Buenos dias. I'm gonna do it only in English for the matter of the time. My name is Cecilia Gonzalez Herrera, and I'm a proud TPS recipient. My family and I, we came to this country fleeing the political persecution in Venezuela, looking for safety and opportunities for a better future. My family and I are not any different than all the other 600,000 Venezuelans that are under TPS protection as of right now. Gracias. For nearly 3 years, I worked in the hospitality industry, wiping tables, serving food, to ensure that I could help my mom pay rent at the end of the month. As of right now, I'm about to graduate the University of Central Florida with a bachelor's degree in political science, and I'm also working to defend voting rights in Florida and in Georgia. TPS recipients are students, taxpayers, small business owners, and contributors to our broader economy. Today, we stand here in a critical moment. The lawsuit that we just filed is not about one administrative decision. It is about protecting nearly 600,000 Venezuelans and their families who rely on this safety and stability. The urgency of this issue cannot be overstated. The Trump administration attempt to dismantle this program is both harmful and illegal. It seeks to separate families and to leave countless individuals vulnerable to the very same dangers that they flee once. TPS is not a handout, it's a lifeline. It allowed us to live, to work, and to contribute to the country that now we call home. Stripping away this protection is not only the law, that the principles that are fairness and compassion that have guided our nation for centuries. We will not stand while these protections are dismantled. This fight is about justice, about protecting a program that has saved lives and created opportunity for so many. As a Venezuelan and TPS recipients, we refuse to be silent. And as I have said before, when we face hardship, there's two options, fleeing or fighting. We have already fled once, so we are choosing to fight. We're choosing to fight, not just for our families, but for the hundreds of thousands of Venezuelans and TPS recipients who deserve to live without fear. Thank you.
¡Que vivan los venezolanos! ¡Que vivan los haitianos! ¡Que vivan los tepecianos y las tepecianas! And now I would like to present an immigrant rights warrior, a role model, and a friend, Gerlin Joseph. She's the executive director of the Haitian Bridge Alliance.
¡Que viva! I'm going to speak in English. Me voy a hablar en inglés. My name is Gardine Joseph, and I am here on behalf of the people of Haiti and the people of Venezuela and the people of the world. As I looked at the Venezuelan flag, it reminded me a couple of things. It reminded me that that flag was made in Haiti. It reminded me that the people of Haiti funded the liberation of Gran Colombia, which includes many of our countries. So today, we are here standing with and on behalf of the people of Venezuela like we have done for hundreds of years. And we are here to tell the Trump administration that our lives are essential to the economy, to the well-being of this country. You heard from my brother Pablo that the El Salvador community fought 35 years ago. And we are here fighting today because we understand that our lives are intertwined, our future is combined. There is no Venezuela without Haiti. There is no United States without Haiti. So therefore, we will continue to fight like people like Josiane, who is a TPS holder, who has been in this country for over 15 years, fighting on behalf of all TPS holders. So today, we are here to let the judge know and let them hear our voices and let them know that we are here to continue to pay tribute, to pay our taxes, to do the work and save TPS for Haiti. Si se puede? Si se puede? Yes, we can. Yes, we can. We nous capable. We nous capable. Thank you.
As Gerlin and Pablo mentioned, we're here in solidarity with these plaintiffs and these lawyers who are making a sacrifice to fight for the broader community. Que viva la Alianza Nacional TPS! So last but not least, I want to present the national coordinator of the National TPS Alliance, Jose Palma.
Perfecto. Entonces, gracias. Entonces, este momento de la conferencia de prensa es solamente para dar un pequeño detalle de lo que va a suceder el día de hoy, pero esto es apenas el inicio para todas las diferentes actividades que vienen. Uno, va a comenzar la audiencia a las 9 de la mañana. Dos, los que van a entrar a la corte pueden entrar y los demás nos vamos a quedar aquí afuera para seguir, porque como dice mi compañero Pablo, tenemos que ganar la batalla en la corte, pero también en la opinión pública, y por eso hay que seguir aquí. Entonces, van a entrar algunas personas allá y los demás nos quedamos aquí para continuar hablando del tema del TPS. Eso. Cuando los abogados y los demandantes salgan, ellos van a regresar aquí donde estamos para darnos un reporte de lo que ha sucedido allá adentro. Y de pronto algunas cosas que podemos aprender y pensar lo que vamos a hacer después. ¿Estamos bien hasta ahí? Perfecto. So I just want to make sure everyone is understanding. This press conference is just the beginning of the day of different activities that we will have here. So right now, the hearing is going to start at 9 a.m. Whoever is going to go inside, that's fine. You can go inside. And the rest of people are going to continue here. We're going to stay here to continue the rally because we have to win the legal opinion, but also the general public opinion. People need to understand and hear immigrant stories. So we're going to stay here, and then the lawyers and the plaintiff will come back, report what happened in the court, and then we will finish the day That will be around 11, whenever the attorneys and the plaintiff come back. Okay? Are we clear with that? Yes. Perfect. And then I just want to thank you, everyone. And I want to make sure people understand very clear. Many people are saying, we are here for Venezuela, which is true, because 350,000 families. Because when we talk about one TPS beneficiary, we are talking about the whole family. 350,000 families are at risk of losing their immigration status by April 2nd unless the judge intervene and take action immediately. But let's be clear on this thing. This is not just attack to the Venezuelan community. The attack is against the immigrant community, and we have to be very clear and work together in collaboration. Today is the Venezuelan, and the next few days it may be Nepal, which is coming up. And the next few days, and we already know, it's Haiti also on the line. And I am sure Hondurans are waiting for the news in May. So this is the beginning of what's going to be a very long road that we will have to walk together in collaboration. Hands by hand, shoulder to shoulder. No one too much ahead, no one too much behind. Shoulder to shoulder. We all need to be together. Organizations, leaders, everyone. If you are not part of an organization, you should start identifying the organization you want to work with. No matter what type of organization it is, if it's working to protect the immigrant community, you should join and take action. So, solamente para clarificar, porque a veces se puede formar una confusión de que ahora estamos aquí por este país. Sí es cierto, porque 350,000 familias injustamente e ilegalmente están a riesgo de perder su estatus migratorio para abril 2. Pero no nos confundamos que el ataque es contra la comunidad venezolana. El ataque es contra la comunidad inmigrante y tenemos que estar juntos y unidos. Porque hoy es Venezuela, el otro mes va a ser Nepal, en los próximos meses Nicaragua, Honduras, Camerún, Ucrania. Y tenemos que estar claros que tenemos que proteger a todos, desde el primero que está bajo ataque y continuar trabajando juntos. Nadie muy adelante ni nadie muy atrás. Tenemos que ir hombro a hombro, trabajando juntos, de la mano. Si no están unidos a una organización comunitaria, por favor, háganlo y identifique con quién quiere trabajar. Está bien, lo importante es trabajar en unidad y con una visión bien clara, que el ataque es contra la comunidad inmigrante. Gracias por ahora. Marta va a cerrar la conferencia de prensa. Los compañeros que van a entrar a la corte pueden ir y por favor recuerden que parece que es un requisito llevar máscara, la mascarilla para entrar. Por aquí hay un compañero que tiene unas extras en la parte de atrás por si necesitan. Y los que nos quedamos aquí afuera, ya en unos 15 minutos vamos a continuar lo que es un rally, esperando para que nuestros compañeros y compañeras que están adentro de la corte puedan salir y se unan con nosotros otra vez. Y aquí vamos a tener música, vamos a escuchar historias, vamos a escuchar líderes de aquí de la zona de San Francisco, de sindicatos, de organizaciones comunitarias. Lo que estamos hablando, esto es una familia de diferentes colores, de diferentes alturas y todo, pero con un mismo objetivo, proteger nuestra comunidad inmigrante. Así es que, por ahora, gracias, y este es el inicio de lo que va a ser un día de mucha acción. Gracias.
Muchísimas gracias, José. Le queremos dar las gracias a SEIU 721, también a Cares en San Francisco y muchas organizaciones de base locales aquí en San Francisco por estar aquí con nosotros en solidaridad al pueblo venezolano, al pueblo tepeciano, al pueblo haitiano. Muchísimas gracias por estar con nosotros. Y pues esto sigue con la música y con diferentes testimonios. Muchísimas gracias.